of mortal men are miserable, and our devices are but uncertain. For the corruptible body passeth down the soul, and the earthy tabernacle weigheth down the mind, that mutes like.
It's like these bodies, man. Our spirit, man, it wants to get the hell out of here. This is a prison sentence, actually. So the earthly tabernacle, all this shit, like for example, gravity, that's the earthly tabernacle. That's in the ancient world we had spiritual powers. So how do you defeat gravity? Right? That's the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So gravity, that's the earthly tabernacle, man. That's weighing us down. That's our corruptible bodies is pressing down our soul. You know? Yahushai, how do you walk on water? Do you know how to manipulate the elements? How do you turn water into wine? He didn't have the earthly tabernacles going, pressing down to him. No, go ahead.
Yep. Verse 15, for the corruptible body presseth down the soul, and the earthly tabernacle weigheth down the mind, that museth upon many things.
That's right. So that was the point I want to bring up. All right, because it says muse. So muse, what does it muse mean? To think upon, meditate. So it doesn't mean to utter, moan. Sure, you can meditate by speaking too. You can pray. That's a way of meditation too.
Exactly.
Okay. When you're on the train, you don't have to face. You don't really have to like face the east and stand up so people see you.
No.
Because it tells you when you pray, go in the closet. So you can really just think, be on the train, on the subway, just think upon Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, say your little prayer in your mind, glorify Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. That's meditation right there.
Yeah, I do it all the time. Like something like a little blessing happens to me, could be something very small. I do it in my mind if people are around. I thank Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. I say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai in my mind. I don't say it out loud.
Yep. So yeah, it means to muse, mutter, meditate, devise, plot, speak. To meditate, devise, muse, imagine. So in your head basically. So when David, I'll read the verse again. This is Psalms 63:6. When I remember thee upon my bed, and meditate on thee in the night watches. Right, when he's basically sleeping. Alright, because thou hast been my help, therefore in the shadow of thy wings will I rejoice.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah, that was it. So were we finished?
Yeah, we were finished Sirach 11. We were at Sirach 11 and 7.
Okay. No, there's more actually.
Okay, come on.
Yeah, 11.
11 and 11, yeah. Okay. Sirach 11, verse 11. There is one that laboreth and taketh pains and maketh haste, and is so much the more behind. Yeah, come on. Verse 12. Again, there is another that is slow and hath need of help.
That's right. So some brothers, some brothers are slow, some fast learners, you got slow learners. But are you gonna admonish the slow learner if he's trying? All right, if he's making if he's going at his pace and he's showing diligence. And then what happens usually with the fast guy? He thinks he knows it all, so he takes a break or he can do other things, not study because he can just get it fast. No, man, you're supposed to work with Yahweh Hashem Yahushai gave you, man. You're supposed to stay at the same pace because most I can just take that all away, man. Go ahead.
Again, there is another that is slow and hath need of help, wanting ability and full of poverty. Yet the eye of the Lord looked upon him for good, and set him up from his low estate, and lifted up his head from misery, so that many that saw it marveled at him. Prosperity and adversity, life and...
Prosperity and adversity, man. In the truth, you'll have both. Okay?
That's right.
And really it's like an equilibrium, because you're not going to be top prosperous.
Nope.
There's different degrees, and you're not going to be low of the lowest in adversity.
Yeah.
Meaning, sure, you're going to go through adversity. You might get evicted. You might have your car broken down. You might break up with your woman. All right, but you're not going to be like in third world country state. Okay.
Or out of your wits state.
Out of your wits, or you gotta beg on the corner
for
change. You know, you might be, hey, we go hungry too, man. You know, sometimes we don't have food in the fridge.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yep, that happens to me.
We go through those things, man.
Yep.
Okay, but it's adversity, and then all of a sudden a week or two later,
Abundance.
side, and you're still in that mindset, but you know you got that blessing. You're just like, fuck, how did I get here? You know, everybody's the how about shit, shot. And really, when brothers are in that state of so-called, you know, prosperity, you got some to us having food, you know, having a little bit of change, that's prosperity, man.
Yeah.
Not having a Mercedes, to us men of the Most High, that's prosperity.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you're in that state, but like I said, different brothers have different degrees of prosperity. But when you're in that mindset when you're in that state of prosperity, when the Most High blesses you with something, it tells you in the Apocrypha, you got to think upon the days of
when
hunger.
you didn't have. Yes. Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
One, to make you not proud and go overboard.
Yeah.
Two, because guess what, you're gonna go there probably again soon.
Yeah.
Because Most High will test you, so you know you got to put yourself in that mindset to be ready. You know. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna get that scripture. That was a good
14?
scripture.
Yeah, just finish 14 minutes.
Okay. It says prosperity and adversity, life and death, poverty and riches come of the Lord.
That's right. Okay, so that's what happens. That was it.
Okay.
Okay. And what I wanted to read also, all right, because this truth, Paul, he compared this truth to many things. He compared it to
A race.
A race. That's right. So athletics. He compared it to carpentry, building. He compared it to warfare too, because he battled beasts in Ephesus. Okay. So what I'm going to read is from the Art of War. It's written by this guy Sun Tzu, you know, and basically he talks about when you should attack. Because like I said, we're in a spiritual warfare. This is a warfare. This is a battle, you know. So knowing when to attack, when to retreat, you should know those things. All right. You can't be aggressive, man. Like again, when I was watching a brother from Dallas, the Open Forum, he was alluding this to like a boxer basically.
Mm-hmm.
If you got a boxer coming in and he's all aggressive, he's throwing haymakers, he's throwing punches, a flurry. Number one, that guy's gonna get tired very quickly, and number two, if he's facing a tactician or a counter striker, he's gonna get knocked out, man.
With his own strength.
Yep.
That guy's gonna use his strength against him.
Like, I'll give you a case in point, man. You might hate this guy, Anderson Silva, man.
Yep.
All right, this brother knows that's my favorite fighter. All right. What is he? He's a counter striker. He's a counter fighter. He waits for you to come in so he can find that one shot to finish your night. All right. And I've seen that many times with his fights. A lot of guys just rush right in.
Yeah.
He'll use that what you're using against you.
Exactly.
So you can't. Same thing applies. All these things apply to in the truth. When a guy, you have to know. You have to kind of figure a guy out first, man. You know, what does Mayweather do? He figures you out, then he destroys you.
Then you fight. Exactly.
Right? So you gotta kind of figure out a guy. You can't just go out and say this and that, and you know, like I said, I'm guilty of that too. I've done that before, and I found out the guy is cool. Okay, but you gotta figure out the guy. That's what it tells you. Understand first, or examine, and then rebuke.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'll read some of this. It says 2, which is be in tune with the timing of potential partners. It says, the flying eagle is able to destroy its prey due to its precision coordination of distance and time. It says, the skillful warrior during battle avoids the enemy's high-spirited moments and attacks when the enemy is anxious. Okay?
Yep.
Number 3, it says, be aware of the relationship between your objective and your timing. It says, the good warrior's staging of an attack is like the bending of the crossbow, full of momentum and potential. When he releases the trigger, the arrow flies with a precise calculation combining distance, timing, and target, not too early, not too late, which is a balance, right? This is number 5, last one. It says, back up your intuition with data and planning. Sun Tzu believed that there are only 3 approaches to planning, and he explained the consequences of each. He said, A, meticulous planning, which meticulous means careful, before engaging in battle. So he said, meticulous planning, before engaging in battle, you have already won the war. B. Careless planning. Before engaging the battle, you may have already lost the war.
Exactly.
And C. No planning, your defeat is certain. So going back to the comment wars, figure a guy out what he's actually saying. Don't just rush in and talk shit, man. Cause you can be destroyed, man. You know? That was it on that.
Exactly. That's beautiful.
You have any?
No.
Okay. Actually, let's go to First Maccabees, please. Chapter 5 and 55. Alright, because we got like again the Tennessee guy, the elder at the end of the day, Elder Ramlov, he told you he don't go out then, you know, because it doesn't make any sense. But the guy, he just went out anyway. He went out to warfare and he got totally destroyed. His spear was broken. You seen that video?
Yeah.
The dude was. He was just like, you know, I thought he was gonna say something, but he didn't say anything.
A
man.
word.
You know. So First Maccabees 5 and 55.
First Maccabees chapter 5 verse 55. Now what time as Judas and Jonathan were in the land of Galilee, and Simon his brother in Galilee, before Ptolemies, Joseph the son of Zacharias and Azarias, captains of the garrisons, heard of the valiant acts and warlike deeds which they had done. Wherefore they said, let us also get us a name and go fight against the heathen that are round about us.
Yeah, man. So Judas was the man during that time. All right, and guys wanted to follow him. Guys wanted to be like him, man. You know, guys wanted to get a name. You know, go ahead.
Yep. It says, so when they had given charge unto the garrison that was with them, they went toward Jamnia. Then came Gorgias and his men out of the city to fight against them. And so it was that Joseph and Azarias were put to flight and pursued on to the border of Judea. And there were slain that day of the people of Israel about 2,000 men. Thus,
those assholes, they cost 2,000 men their lives, man. You know? So you gotta be sure when you speak. And again, this is alluding to what? We're in a warfare too. This is just the physical part. Alright, first is the spiritual part, man. Like the kingdom, I'll give you an example. The kingdom, that's physical, the physical kingdom. But first, what was happening? The spiritual kingdom. The people of the Most High are gathering. Then the physical happens. The spiritual comes first, man. So that's why it's so important. And hey, in those times, in the wilderness, if you're out in the wilderness and you got a dumbass leader, a Jake that just wants a name or vainglory, and you got like 20 guys under him, guess what? Those 20 guys, if the Most High doesn't protect them, they're going to be dead, man. You know? So that's why you got to adhere to these words first. You got to adhere to the spiritual first, man.
That's right.
Alright?
Yep.
Because the Most High, he's raising the army. He's raising the elect. Right?
Yep.
61.
This is verse 61. Thus was there a great overthrow among the children of Israel, because they were not obedient unto Judas and his brethren.
They were not obedient, man. That's a good word for you guys, man. You younger brothers. You got to be obedient to the elders that rule well, man. When they give you order, you got to follow through with it, man. You don't ask, oh, why? Oh, why? You know? Unless they tell you eat pork, then you can ask. Then you could, you know? But when they tell you things like going back to the Facebook, man. What's the point of being on Facebook, man? We're already on YouTube, Daily Motion, whatever medium we put our videos on, man.
Yeah, whatever you have. You have a cell phone, you can text.
You know?
You have phone numbers, man. Yep. Thus there was a great overthrow among the children of Israel, because they were not obedient unto Judas and his brethren, but thought to do some valiant act. Moreover,
that was it. We'll go to the next 67, please.